Okay, Itamaksis good day. It is the late afternoon, early evening of Thursday, January 4th, 2018, in the lunar cycle Misamiko Komiatos, the long night's moon. And it's time for my weekly update already. Seemed to me like the week just passed in a snap. But there's reasons for that. I'll get to that. I don't have a whole lot to share tonight, and hopefully we'll get it on video before we lose daylight, as I have in a couple of recent updates. So the first thing, and probably the most important, interesting thing I have to share, I'll just get it out of the way now, has to do with this hole behind me. This is a hole that I've been watching for a couple of weeks now. Originally I thought it was maybe a coyote den, so I thought I'd keep an eye on it. When we got the snow and the cold, I came to check it out, and there was no trails coming in and out of the hole made by coyotes, so I knew, that it wasn't being actively used. They'd be going out foraging every day. But what was happening was there was a lot of steam coming out of this thing, so I made a couple of videos where I showed the steam rising from this hole, and I conjectured that it might be like a steam vent from underground coal slag from the old coal mines that's maybe still burning underground, something like that. And I might not be too far off the mark on that. I've been in touch with the Helen Schuler Nature Center with the city of Lethbridge, and they got a hold of some people at the Historical Society, and they've been showing my video around, trying to come up with what this might be. And so far, what it seems it might be is a ventilation shaft that's connected to the old Kerralta Coal Mine. There was like one coal mine just south of here that I think might have belonged to Nicholas Sharon, and then this Kerralta, that one would be the early one, like from the 1870s. This Kerralta one, and the other one that's just that I pointed out in my videos, that's just north of here. It's actually visible if I walk up to the edge over here, the old mine shaft. It's all boarded in and stuff. But in any case, they're thinking that this is the Kerralta, or at least a ventilation shaft of it. And that was a World War II. We'll just go ahead and start walking. That was a World War II coal mine. It was started up by what's his name, James Kerr, and he was a jeweler here in Lethbridge. He bought it with a partner, and then the partner sold out pretty quick, and he started operations in it in 1941. To generate more coal to support the war. And in 1942, they had a brief shutdown because it was discovered that there seemed to be a lot of gas inside the mine. It's dangerous. So they shut it down temporarily and then started it back up. 1943, the thing blew. Okay? There was an explosion. Half the guys that were working it that day were trapped inside and killed. Didn't sound like there was a lot of guys. I think there was 5 killed from what I saw. 5 killed, 6 survive, I think. But I think that's what it said at the Historical Society's notes on it. But yeah, it blew up, and then it was closed down after that. It's never was reopened. So yeah, so it seems to be that hole is connected in some way with at least a coal mine, if not the one that blew up. So we'll keep tracking that story. What else happened this week? Well, the whole New Year's celebration passed pretty uneventfully for me. What did we have? That weekend, Saturday, we had the UFC, right? So we had Khabib and Cyborg destroying. I liked those last couple of fights. And then going into Sunday, which is New Year's Eve proper, I started to feel like I had a sore throat and a little bit of body ache and stuff, and I started worrying, wonder if I'm getting sick. We ended up just staying home. Mahoney and I think Sheen went out with some of her friends and took a cab home later on. But yeah, we just stayed home. I think we had a couple of margaritas, and the whole midnight thing, we didn't even pay attention to it. Probably were just watching YouTube or Netflix or something. Going into Monday, I still wasn't feeling good. Hey, in fact, I started to develop this kind of deep coughing fit too, and so it was bugging me. So I decided to take some cold medicine. And here in Canada, we have a cold medicine that is knock your socks off. It'll, like, we got two medicines that are really good for dealing with symptoms, right? Buckley's is number one. You know, if you got the cough and cold thing going on, you take the Buckley's, you know, you're good to go. Symptom wise, I mean, it doesn't clear everything, but it does a pretty damn good job. It works. It's a cough syrup, right? But if you want like a cold and flu, knock you out, make you rest kind of a drug, the one that we got up here that's pretty wicked is Neocitrin Ultra. If you get the Ultra nighttime Neocitrin stuff, that's some toxic stuff. And I mean, it does the trick, right? You're not feeling your cold or flu anymore, but you're out, right? So I mean, with me, I don't know, it doesn't seem like Mahoney, if she gets sick and she takes some of that, it doesn't seem to affect her as strongly as it does me. If I take Neocitrin, I'm gonna be out for a couple of days and then loopy for a couple of days. And so, yeah, so I started that Neocitrin regime on Monday. So as you can imagine, I took it Tuesday as well. So for pretty much both Monday and Tuesday, I was in bed. I didn't do anything. I slept a lot, and you know, figured, well, if I'm coming down with something, this is gonna help, right? Get some rest, drink some fluids, Neocitrin up so I don't have to deal with the symptoms, and it'll help me sleep. So that's what I did. Problem is, you know, when Wednesday rolls around, Wednesday morning rolls around and you're feeling like you don't have a flu or cold anymore, but you still got the effect of the Neocitrin, right? Because that, like I'm saying, the Neocitrin for me, it's a harsh thing. So yeah, yesterday was kind of a half write-off. I got a half day of work in, but I couldn't do any working out, fitness stuff. Like, I've come into the new year like one of those crazy memes, you know, showing somebody falling downstairs or something like that. That's pretty much how how my entry into 2018 has been. It's been a mess. So so yeah, Wednesday I was all messed up. Couldn't get out of my own way very well. And then today it's been a little bit better, but I'm still not all right. Okay, I'm still not 100% mind and body. In fact, I'm supposed to have jiu-jitsu tonight, and I'm texted my buddy, see if he can switch up and do it tomorrow instead, because yeah, I just don't feel up for it. So yeah, if you wanted something to like kind of broadly think about how my week has been bedridden. And I haven't been doing very much. I got, like I said, I got a few hours in for work, not enough, and I'm going to be working the weekend as a result. And I got to play with my Christmas presents a little bit. I've got this little drone that when I first turned it on, it was all over the place. I couldn't control it. Like, I don't know, the controls are very, very sensitive, and so I was just two big thumbs going at it, and the poor drone was bouncing off the ceiling and floor. But today I played with it a little bit more, and I'm getting my technique down a bit. Here, check it out. What else? Watch the new Dave Chapelle special on Netflix. If you're a stand-up fan, you're gonna want to check it out if you haven't already. It's pretty funny. It's unfortunate. Sounds like he's planning to step away into hiding again because of how sensitive people have become in recent years. He's feeling like maybe there's not so much a place for his comedy anymore. Well, just for the time being, right? So we'll see. We'll see if he really steps away. Either case, if he does, he's going out on a highlight. That show was pretty good, pretty genius. I really liked it, so well worth a watch. Other than that, not much to report. Like I said, it's been a blow off of a week, and hopefully this next run is going to be good. Want to get back into my workouts and be more productive, not be all sick, and definitely take no more of that neocitrin for a while. Holy smokes, man. Every time I do that, like, I don't know, you get overwhelmed by the cold flu symptoms and you feel like, fuck it, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take something. And then there's, for me, almost always big regret in the long run, but short-term fix, I guess. But yeah, hopefully more productive in the next week. I should have in my next update a bunch of information regarding my new seat with the Lethbridge Combat Sports Commission. I'll be having our first meeting by that time. my briefing in. And who knows what else is going to happen in the next week. Things are kind of warming up here again. Not colder than -10, I don't think, at the moment. So, yeah, feeling good being outside, drinking some snowmelt water this week, and I'll catch you guys around next Thursday.